We are baking today and we are making a very interesting kind of bread. If you love cinnamon, you will love this. And this is called monkey bread. This bread is also called pull-apart bread or sometimes it's called bubble bread. You will see later, kakaiba yung shape niya. So, in my mixing bowl, I'm going to add 3 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar. We're using granulated sugar here, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix everything together to combine. And on the other side, I have 1 1/2 cups of fresh milk, 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, and 1 egg and vanilla. I will just beat that before adding all that together, pouring into my flour mixture. Turn on our mixer. Yan. Just let the speed build up para hindi tayo mapuno ng harina. No? Scrape the sides. This is a very moist and tender kind of dough. Sweet dough. And while my dough is coming together, I will prepare my butter. So I'll be using 1/4 cups of unsalted butter. So we really want to develop the gluten of our flour. So we are mixing this for around 5 to 7 minutes. So malalaman mo pag ready na yung ating dough kung hindi na siya dumidikit sa sides ng bowl, no? So ito siya, the gluten continues to develop and eventually dito na siya kakapit sa hook. Papansin niyo yung ating dough hindi na dumidikit sa sides ng bowl. Ibig sabihin, the gluten is already properly developed. Pwede mo nang i-add yung ating butter. Ayan. So we're just adding our butter and now we will slowly incorporate the butter into our dough. Ayan, no? Down. So look at that, our dough. Now we have a very nice elastic dough. Look at that, check. Proper gluten development. Oh, yan mo. And we will let this rest for an hour or so until it doubles in size. So our dough has risen to almost double. It's now time for us to make our cinnamon caramel syrup. I have here 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. I will just allow my butter to melt. This will give our monkey bread a very nice sticky texture. So for people who love cinnamon, this recipe talaga is something you will truly enjoy, but it's a bit easier to make than cinnamon rolls. So I'm just melting my butter, and now I will combine my brown sugar. I'll just melt our butter along with our brown sugar. And because I'm using unsalted butter, I will just add a bit of salt just to balance all the flavors. Now I will add my cinnamon powder and a touch of vanilla extract. Okay. Just wait for the butter to fully melt, okay, and put it aside. Now we have our bundt pan and just butter it very generously using our Arla butter. Set that aside. And now our dough has already doubled in size. Look at that. Very nice. And I will just flour my work surface. And ito. Very nice. Oh. Nice, beautiful dough. Rested for over an hour. Spread it out. And this is really fun because hindi mo siya kailangang gawing super pantay and super perfect. That's why it's called monkey bread. Very rustic. So, what you do now, we just cut them up into pieces. Yan. Yan. And gagawin natin, we will just round them up into balls. Everything, no? No standard size, big, small. So, hindi ka pwedeng OC dito. Yan, just have fun. You can do this with your kids. Nah, we're done. Look at that. And ito, it's very important. Sugar, cinnamon, and butter mixture is already at room temperature. So, this is how you work on it. We will now assemble our monkey bread. Some space. Yan, ganyan. And all you have to do is just drop all your dough balls one by one and coat with your mixture. Then, ganyan, no? Big and small, random sizes. Just add everything there. Coat in our sugar mixture. So, when this cooks, di ba, mag-expand yung ating dough and the sugar will melt and caramelize. And all of a sudden, you have all these like pieces of bread sticking together like a maze or a puzzle. So, importante lang, pantay-pantay, no? We're just evening out the distribution of our dough balls. So, yung dough natin, konting tamis lang to balance. But what will really give this bread its sweetness is this brown sugar, cinnamon, and butter mixture. And let it dry for a few more minutes. So, it's more than 20 minutes now. And you see that umalsa pa ng konti yung ating dough. And now, it's time to bake. So, I preheated my oven at 170 degrees Celsius. And I will bake this for around 45 to 50 minutes. Beautiful, oh. Now, babalik ta rin natin siya. Let's flip it. And ito siya pa siyang mga mushrooms or truffles, di ba? Na sticking together. Hope natin na... Oops. Look at that! Di ba ang ganda? You see the syrup dyan. And it's also called pull apart bread kasi you just remove the pieces one by one. Oh, grabe. And you can also like drizzle like cream cheese over cream cheese frosting or yung white sugar, dust it with white sugar. And we can dust it with a little bit of powdered sugar. Yan. O, diba? Ang cute niya tignan. Pwede pang Pasko. And I will taste our monkey bread. Diba? Tinatawag din siyang pull apart bread because you just pull out a piece of the bread. Yan, ano? And let me taste. Perfect with tea or coffee. But usually, it's a breakfast treat. Oh. Oh, wow. Sticky. So if you're loving this recipe, please subscribe to the Chef Tatung YouTube channel and hit the bell button to get notified for more recipes like this. So try this recipe at home. I'm sure your family will love it. Perfect for the holiday season. Pwede din pang regalo. Ito siya, ating recipe for today, monkey bread.